Hi, Dr. Jitesh Shinde welcomes you to my channel Learning Made Easy. In this session, I shall be discussing floating point number representation. This session is an extension of my previous session, which was related to fixed point number representation. These are the recap of my previous session. Approaches to store real numbers. Real numbers are the numbers with integer and fractional component. The approaches to store the real numbers are fixed point representation and floating point representation. In fixed point representation, we have seen that there are two schemes. Okay, one for signed fixed point and another for unsigned fixed point. Signed fixed point consists of three parts. One part reserved for signed field, another part for integer field, and another remaining for the fractional field. For the unsigned fixed point, the representation is divided in two parts, one for integer field and one for the fractional field. We had also gone in the previous session with the advantages and the drawbacks, that is the limitation associated with the fixed point representation. To overcome this drawback or the limitation associated with the fixed point representation, the solution is the floating point number representation. The floating point representation does not reserve the specific number of bits for the integer part or the fractional part. The scheme is used to represent a very large or the small numbers in the application where the large range with the accuracy and the precisions are required. On the other hand, the fixed point representation scheme is suitable for the application where the range where the range is small and where the precision and the accuracy are not the very important parameters. In generalized way, the fixed point representation formula is f is equal to capital M into r to the power capital E, where M represents the mantissa component. Another name for the mantissa is the significand, is a fixed point number. More precisely, it's a fractional value. And R represents the base of a given number system, and E is the characteristic or the exponent value. It's always an integer value. Format for binary representation. For signed binary representation, I would like to emphasize here, of a floating point number is f is equal to -1 to the power s m into 2 to the power e, where s represents the signed bit. If s is equal to 0, the number is positive. If s is equal to 1, the number is negative. M stands for the mantissa component or the significant component. E represents the exponent. Another name for the exponent is the characteristic. It's always an integer value. Okay, this is the representation format. Okay, example in floating point number scheme. Here signed field is 1, indicates the number is negative. Okay, exponent field is 110. This indicates that the number of bits allocated for the exponent is 3 and number of bits allocated for the mantissa component is 3, that is 101. With the example coming in next slide, this representation scheme will get more clear. Now, here in the diagram, here IEEE 754 single precision floating point format is being represented. It's a standardized one, mostly used, okay, for 32-bit single precision floating point number. Okay, here the diagram indicates that number of bits allocated for the mantissa is 32. For the exponent, number of bits allocated is 8. For signed field, the number of bits allocated is 1. Sorry, for the mantissa part, the number of bits allocated is 23. 0 to 22 implies the number of bits allocated is 23. Okay, 23 plus 8 plus 1, the result is 32. Now, a signed 32-bit integer, okay, can have a largest value of 2 to the power 31 minus 1, which is coming out to be around 2.147. I'm just writing the approximate value into 10 to the power say 9, 369. Okay, so the largest value in fixed point representation scheme 32-bit is 2.147 into 10 to the power 9. On the other hand, the maximum representable IEEE 754 floating point value is Okay, how we are getting this? 2 minus 2 to the power minus 23. Minus 23 is the number of bits allocated for the mantissa component into 2 to the power 127. So the largest value in floating point is 3.40 into 10 to the power 38. Okay, so here 32-bit representation scheme, okay, for in fixed point, for signed 32-bit integer representation in fixed point representation scheme, okay, the largest value is 2.147 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, the number of wires required to represent n equal to 32-bit number in fixed point representation scheme is 32. Largest number is this one. In floating point 32-bit scheme IEEE 754, okay, the largest value here we are getting is 3.4 into 10 to the power 38. Okay, the largest value in floating point is more than 3 times largest than this value. Okay, so number of wires here also 32. So this is the advantage here we are getting, means with using only 32 wires, okay, the range here in floating point representation scheme is so much drastically increased. Okay, in addition to this, okay, to find the range of the largest number in fixed point number, okay, from this the generalized formula we can write as f. Okay, in fixed point the generalized formula for to find the largest number is 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1. Okay, this is the largest part we are getting in sign magnitude approach, in 2's complement approach, or in 1's complement approach in representation of the signed binary number using the approach 1's complement, 2's complement, or a sign magnitude or the sign magnitude approach. Similarly, the generalized formula for a floating point, n-bit floating point, okay, from this formula we can write as, okay, from this formula we can write as 2 minus 2 to the power minus m into 2 to the power 127 here is coming. 127 means the largest value which we can represent using 8-bit scheme. Okay, so the generalized formula coming out to be is for a signed number, okay, signed binary number, generalized formula is 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1. So here if I write here 2 to the power e is computed using this formula. Okay, now let's go through this table. Okay, in this table, to compute the largest value in fixed point, this formula is being used, and to compute the largest value in case of floating point, this formula is used, and for the calculation of e, this formula is being used. Okay, now for n equal to 7, the fixed point representation scheme gives the largest value 63, and in floating point, okay, where 3 bits allocated for exponent part and 3 bit allocated for the mantissa part, the result is 15. N equal to 7, again the representation scheme. In fixed point, the largest value is 63. Now here in floating point, number of bits allocated for the exponent part is 4 and number of bits allocated for the mantissa part is 2. The largest number here now we are getting is 2 to 4. Okay, let's go with the example of 32. Okay, now in n equal to 32 a representation scheme, in fixed point the largest value here I am getting is 2147483647, means in the value is 2.14 into 10 to the power 9. Okay, in floating point the bits allocated for the mantissa is 8 and for the exponent part is 23. The largest value here we are getting in terms of 10 to the power 38. Okay, if the number of bits allocated for the exponent part is further increased from 8 to 10 and for the mantissa is 21. Now the range here is in terms of 10 to the power 154. So through this table I want to emphasize the previous point which we had discussed in this slide. The range depends on the number of bits allocated for each part of the mantissa and the exponent. Okay, this table demonstrates, okay, by manipulating the number of bits allocated for the e and m, how the range of the how the largest number which can be represented in floating point number increases, and hence how the range increases drastically in compared to the fixed point representation scheme. Okay, if we are using n equal to say 32 bit, okay, the largest number is in the range of 10 to the power 9, and here in floating point the largest number is in the range of 10 to the power 38 or 10 to the power 154. Okay, thus this table illustrates how the precision, accuracy and the range increases drastically, okay, without consuming okay, more wires, okay, or in simple words, with the consuming same number of wires required for the representation of the fixed point representation scheme. 32-bit wires used in floating point, also the number of wires used will be 32, but the range in floating point will be very high, hence the precision and accuracy will also be very high in compared to fixed point number representation scheme. Example, represent a fixed point number 1.25 in floating point format using the exponent of 0, 1, 2. First case, the exponent is 0, so 1.25 I need to express in this way, that is into 10 to the power 0, so no shifting required, the answer directly written is 1.25 into 10 to the power 0. Case 1 means the answer should be in the format of 10 to the power 1, so here we need to this number needs to be shifted by one digit towards right hand side, so the answer is 0.125 into 10 to the power 1. okay, next case, exponent should be equal to 2, that is 10 to the power 2, so the answer is, so this number needs to be shifted by 2 digits towards right hand side, so the answer is 1.25, so final answer becomes 0.0125 into 10 to the power 2. Next example, given a 7-bit code word 11101111. okay, here we are assuming that the number is positive. Decode the word assuming the code represents a floating point number of the form S, E, and 3 bits are reserved for the mantissa component. okay, so number of bit this code word is of n equal to 7 bits. 7 is equal to number of bits allocated for sign component, number of bits allocated for the E component, and number of bits allocated for the mantissa component. This is equal to only 1 bit is allocated for the E component plus number of bits allocated for E component not specified, number of bits allocated for the mantissa component is 3 specified in the question, so the number of bits allocated for exponent part, okay, 7 minus 4, the result is 3. Now okay, using this format of okay, so 1 bit for sign field, okay, 1 for sign field, here the one, sorry, here this number 1111011 indicates the number is negative. okay, the exponent part is 110, okay, 110 indicates the number exponent is 110 to the base 2. Mantissa component 111, that is mantissa is the fractional part, so we are writing this as 0.111 to the base 2. Using the knowledge of positional number system, here we are getting 2 to the power minus 1 plus 2 to the power minus 2 plus 2 to the power minus 3, that is 0.87 to the base 10. We can write this as minus 1 to the power s m into 2 to the power e equal to minus 1 to the power 1, 0.875 into 2 to the power 110 to the base 2. On solving this, we are getting minus 0.875 into 2 to the power 110 to the base 2. okay, here the number, from this number we are interpreting that the number is negative. Now okay, already we had seen this example, the last part already I had discussed in the previous slide, and the case 1 and case 2, first part and second part solution are given in the in my previous topics videos. Now, normalized and biased floating point representation. The previous examples which I had covered in the previous slide, in my previous slides, were not in normalized format. Okay, so why the need for normalization and biased floating point arises? Let's see with the example. 8100 to the base 2. We can represent this as 0.1 into 2 to the power 4. Some may represent this as 0.010 into 2 to the power 5. Some may represent this as 0.001 into 2 to the power 6. Okay, different peoples using different formats. This creates ambiguity while designing any application. Okay, to resolve this, to remove this ambiguity, the floating point numbers are represented in a normalized format where the MSB bit of the mantissa is not 0. This implies that MSB bit of the mantissa is not 0. This implies that after this radix point, okay, the MSB bit should always be 1. This is my MSB bit, it should always be 1. So from these 3 example, okay, this example is in normalized format. This example is in normalized format because it is having the MSB bit is 1. The remaining two examples are in not normalized format. Okay, in this example the value of exponent is equal to 4 and the normalized mantissa is 0.10. And further it has been written, okay, how biasing, what is the bias concept. The exponent of a number is represented as a bias sign integer. Okay, the purpose of introducing the concept of bias here is to ensure that the exponent range, exponent value sometimes may comes out to be a positive value, sometimes it may comes out to be a negative value. To ensure that the exponent range should always be positive one, the concept of bias is being introduced. Okay, to ensure that the exponent range should always be positive, the concept of bias is being introduced. Okay, now first we need to see how the bias is being calculated. Bias, the formula for bias is equal to 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1, where n is the number of bits allocated for the exponent field. The bias is added to the positive exponent field. This ensures that the range of the exponent is always positive. With the example, it will get more clear. Encode the fixed point number 110.10 into biased normalized floating point representation with the exponent and the mantissa field equal to 4 bits and 6 bits respectively. Okay, in normalized floating point representation, here in this case I am assuming all the numbers considered in the example to be positive. Okay, here the sign bit should be specified here, okay, whether it's plus or minus. Okay, so here assuming number is positive, so number is positive, so s is equal to 0, so 0 is written here in the sign field. Now let's normalize the number, means we had to bring the number in the form of 0.1 something. Okay, so we need to shift this one by how many bits? 1 2 3. So on shifting this by 3 digits towards right hand side, we'll be getting 0.11010 into 2 to the power 3. Okay, the normalization process has been done. Thus here the my mantissa part. Now the mantissa part, how many bits allocated for the mantissa part? 6. How many bits are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. So this 11010 is being copied here in this field. Okay, in this representation format. Thus here we have got the mantissa component 110100. Now here 2 to the power 3 is coming, means our exponent value is equal to 3. Okay, now let's find the decimal representation for the mantissa part. Okay, so decimal representation for this, here I am accounting only for the non-zero digits, so the answer here is 2 to the power minus 1, position number here is minus 1, this is having position number of minus 2, okay, minus 3, so non-zero digit has 1, this one is having a position number of minus 4. So 2 to the power minus 1 plus 2 to the power minus 2 plus 2 to the power minus 4, answer evaluates to 0.8125 to the base 10. Now given exponent is of n equal to 4 bit, in the question it has been specified. So let's calculate the bias. Bias is equal to 2 to the power n number of bits allocated for the exponent part, n minus 1 minus 1. On substituting n equal to 4, the bias is evaluated to 7. So thus the bias exponent is equal to 7 plus e, 7 plus 3 equal to 10. Okay, 10 in binary format 1010 using the knowledge of 8421 code. So this 1010 has been copied here. Thus the floating point representation is obtained. And f, another way, f is equal to answer minus 1 to the power 0, okay, minus 1 to the power s, okay, to the power s. The number is positive, so 0 is being coming here into mantissa part 0.8125 into 2 to the power, bias exponent will come here, okay, bias exponent will come here. In the earlier slides I had written the formula as 2 to the power e. Now in normalized case, here the formula we can write as 2 to the power bias exponent. So bias exponent here is coming is 10, so into 2 to the power 10. So the answer is 0.8125 into 2 to the power 10. Let's see another example. So here in this example, again a number is assumed to be positive, no sign specified. So 6 bits, okay, 6 bits allocated for the exponent and mantissa for 4 bits. Okay, s is equal to 0 here, so 0 has been placed here. First step, normalization, we want the answer in 0.1 format. So shift this one, okay, by appropriate number of bits towards right hand side. So the answer we are getting is 0.1010 to the base 2 into 2 to the power 19. Okay, how many bits allocated for the mantissa? 4 bits. These are 4 bits. So 4 bits copied here in the mantissa part. Okay, so sign bit and mantissa written. Now E, this is our value of E. E is equal to 19. Next step is to calculate the decimal value of the mantissa portion. So 0.1010, accounting only for the non-zero digits. So 2 to the power minus 1 plus 2 to the power minus 3, the answer we are getting 0.625 to the base 10. Given the exponent is of n equal to 6 bits. Okay, so the bias using the formula we are getting 31 is 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1. Using this formula we are getting 31. Finding bias exponent is equal to 31 plus E. The answer we are getting is 50. Okay, thus bias exponent value here is being copied here. How many bits? 6 bit, 110010. So 6 bits has been copied here. This is a floating point representation. Another way, f is equal to minus 1 to the power s. S value is number is positive, so 0 written here. Mantissa is how much? 0.625 into, okay, 2 to the power. What is the bias exponent value here? 2 to the power 50 means 0.8125 into 2 to the power 50 coming here. Next example. Now here in this example, the specialty of this example is that here the exponent is coming out to be negative. Here after normalization process, you will find we can observe that the exponent is coming out to be negative. Same process being carried out. Okay, this mantissa component in decimal format has been computed here. Now bias exponent, okay, bias has been calculated here. 2 to the power n minus 1 minus 1, 7 is coming out to be here. 7 plus E. Now what's the value is coming here? 5. Thus on adding this exponent value with the bias, the bias exponent is coming out to be a positive value. What is the purpose of adding a bias here? It ensures that the exponent should always be a positive, means 2 to the power, this quantity should always be a positive. That's the main reason why the bias is being added here. Okay, thus the range of the exponent is, by adding the bias, it is ensured that it is coming out always to be a positive value. Thus here the answer here is coming is minus 1 to the power 0 into 0.8125 into 2 to the power 5. Thus the answer is 0.8125 into 2 to the power 5 in floating point format. Representation scheme: 0 number positive, exponent part what we had got 0 1 0, it is being copied here, or it should be 0 1 0, it should not be this value. Okay, and for mantissa part 1 1 0 1 0 has been copied here. Okay, so this ends the example, and this also ends the discussion of the floating point number representation. Thank you.